Hello guys, welcome to my second Empire Total War online multiplayer battle. Today I'm using Prussia to fight Sweden. My opponent is Je m'appelle, and he also happens to be one of the members of my Warband clan. Let's just quickly take a look at the armies here. I've got 2 units of light dragoons, 2 6-pounder horse artillery, 4 units of these Prussian Jaegers. You can see that 3 of them have some upgrades. I've got 4 units of regular line infantry, an Uhlans unit, which are the Lancers. Here's a close-up on them. General's bodyguard, and yeah, that's it. As for my opponent, he's got 2 regiments of horse, 2 heavy cavalry. He's got that rockets unit. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units of line infantry. He has a unit of grenadiers. Oh, sorry, that's not 7 units. He's got 1 rifleman and 1, 2, 3, 4 units of these line infantry. 1 light, 1 grenadier, his general's bodyguard, and the other contingent of his cav. So the battle pretty much starts out. I know that my skirmishers will kind of weaken his forces a little bit before they approach me, but I'm going to have to push up, get some shots on him, and then retreat a little bit and get some more shots so that I can get some advantage in terms of infantry. His cavalry component is sort of superior, but if I can get my cav to use the fact that they're light, that should be good. So yeah, I'm just setting up my my stuff here, and nothing pretty much happens. So let's just fast forward a little bit. You can see that I'm pushing my light infantry line up. Here we go, and they're all going to start taking their shots in a little bit. I'm taking some shots at his cavalry to kind of weaken that, because I don't really have any cavalry on the left, and the other 2 guys here are also taking shots at his infantry, and this unit has taken some pretty good casualties. He's still firing his rockets, which are to no effect. On the right, you can see he launched a cavalry attack. He's attacking my 6-pounder artillery. My light dragoons were in a forward position, but I kind of pulled them back, and now I'm going to sandwich these guys, and my dragoons are just firing into that fight. He's going to rout, but unfortunately I'm going to lose all of my my artillery power on the right side. Over here, his unit of heavy cav fortunately routs thanks to some fire from my 6-pounders, and now he is pushing up. So I've got to get my Prussian Jaegers out of there as soon as possible. That in retrospect, that was too late. Now he can get some shots on these guys. And yep, see, he does get some shots. Unfortunately for me, they don't rout or they don't get decimated. So on the right, I've won the cavalry fight. Now he doesn't have any cavalry on the right. On the left, he has 1 cavalry left, and I decide, you know, I'm gonna actually let it attack my artillery, because at this point I really can't use the artillery that well. And since I've got a cavalry advantage on the right, I can pretty much force a victory on the right. So the only thing that I was thinking at this time was, alright, I gotta pin these guys down a little bit to get some more light infantry or Jaeger reinforcement, but my guys are routing, and so at this stage he's going to just swing around and start harassing my line, and to be honest, I'm not really that concerned, because I've also got a very good advantage on my right side here. I'm gonna send these 2 units eventually to take care of his fireworks, just for, you know, to kind of get rid of it. And he's gonna launch a raid here, and I'm gonna go form into a square, and he's gonna use that time to use his riflemen to take some shots at me. If you didn't know, infantry are more vulnerable to other shots when they're in square formation, but they do. If you put them in square formation, they can fend off cav better, but they can't fight other infantry as well. So on the right, I've got my dragoons here. They're firing and advancing just a little bit every time, and I've got my Jaegers also shooting these guys. And he's going to rearrange his line a little bit. Notice that his grenadiers are totally like out of the battle right now, and he runs into my range, which is what I initially wanted. And look what happens here. I wanted to tilt these guys so they can face the cavalry, but they kind of opened up a little gate for him, and so now I just rearrange them real quick, and the battle will start. Now in this scenario, even though our infantry here are pretty much equally matched in terms of numbers, he actually has a little bit more. The fact that his guys are stacked up in a deeper formation makes my guys at an advantage, because my guys are shooting more of his units at one time. And over here on the right, I did not see these set of spikes, and that totally like destroyed my light dragoons. But fortunately, they're still around to do some damage. As I was saying, if you have a wider line like this, you can do more damage to your opponent, but you're more vulnerable to cavalry charges. So that's the payoff. And now he puts into his units into squares. And look at that, I run, thankfully, those were my spikes, so not too much damage there. And I will charge at his rifleman unit and rout it. And I will also force these guys into square. And the reason I'm doing this, even though I'm going to take some casualties, is because, as I said before, when they're in square, they don't do as well in an infantry fight. So on the right, his general is fighting my 2 Jaeger units, and he's going to eventually get killed and rout. And you can see that my guys here kind of succeeded, and I'm rushing my cavalry now in to kind of wait for an opening. And here his general is starting to waver. He's shaken, and he's going to rout any minute now. Where is that guy? There he is. He has been killed. That unit starts routing, and at this point my opponent gets frustrated and decides to form a rush. Now look what happens to this unit. It started routing the moment they went out of square. He's rushing 2 units at my Jaegers, at my line infantry, and I take the time to bring in my cavalry. And look at these guys. They're taking shots right before they land and right into the backs of his line infantry, and that pretty much sets them a rout. So that was the second battle. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let's go ahead and see the results screen in a bit. Alright, so that was a victory. I had 945 men, with about 2/3 of them remaining. My opponent lost a very big part of his army. He only had, you can tell, about 200 men remaining. Anyway, good game to my opponent. I hope you guys enjoyed the fight, and stay tuned for more videos, and thanks for watching.